All right, hey, what's up, man? This is Mighty right here from AKM Publishingg. We're doing an exclusive interview tonight with Easy, with CEO of Rap A Lot Midwest, Trust the Process, and then we got the president right here too, Damien of Rap A Lot Midwest, Trust the Process. So what's up, guys? What you guys going on tonight?
What's good? What's good?
What's good?
First back in town from LA, quick press run. So happy to sit down with you and regroup.
Yeah. So you guys came from LA just now, right? Just recently?
Yeah, we got back like 6 this morning. 6 this morning.
Yeah.
So you guys are good then?
Yeah, we good. You stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
Yeah, there you go. So tell us a little bit about you guys, because our audience, we're gonna plug our audience with what's going on, what you guys got going on tonight, with Rap A Lot Midwest and Trust the Process. So tell us about you. Where were you born and raised?
Chicago. I'm from the city,
Okay.
Low end, south side, west side. I've been all over the city,
Okay.
Yeah, Shot City, baby.
Yeah, I'm born and raised in Chicago, off the low end, 43rd State.
Okay. So what do you guys like most about Chicago?
I love Chicago. It's things I love about it and things I don't like about it, but I love about it. I just love my city. So much that I got the skyline tattooed across my chest. So that's how much I love Chicago.
Yeah.
What I don't like about Chicago is we don't stick together. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to change that.
Right.
Trying to bring some fresh new things to the table and put like-minded people in the room together, and people show some camaraderie around here. So that's what we're trying to do right now. To change the vibe around the city.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because together, we can do a lot, instead of, fighting one another,
Yeah, like you said, it's definitely some things you love and hate about the city, but we definitely love the city. We really just looked at Chicago as being a major city, and the place that it is. You go to other cities and they've had those different labels, those institutions, the cities work together, there's more of a community, and we got that opportunity here too as well. So we're just really trying to put out some good energy, walk the walk, talk the talk, and really get out here and help and network and build some things into the city. There is a lot of things that we can do better, crime and other things, but some of those things that are happening now can't be addressed and can't be helped by just some unity and moving forward.
So, you guys got siblings?
Yes.
Yeah? All right. They're all here in Chicago, I'm assuming?
I have family here, family on the West Coast.
Okay.
One of my brothers and sisters live out there, and have a brother and sister here.
All of my sisters and brothers are here.
They're here.
They're still living.
Yeah. All right. So now I ask everybody in the interviews, are you guys single, married? Is it complicated? Or what's the word?
I'm married.
Okay. Married, okay. So you ladies know they're married. All right, so.
Oh, no problem.
We got no problems. You want to sleep on the couch? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, my wife for 20 years.
That was easy to get over behind the scenes.
Yeah.
No problem.
So how long? You say you've been married 20 years with your wife?
We've been married like 15 or 16 years, but we've been together like 20, 21 years.
What advice would you give to, being in a long-term relationship, like to somebody else? Let's say like some newlyweds, what's the secret of staying together?
My advice would be to be upfront. Be upfront about who you are and what you want and what your expectations are.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it won't be no, the way you go in is the way it's gonna be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So go in it the way you want it to be.
Okay. Yeah. So what you guys say about that, Damien?
And to quote one of the former CEOs of the company I was at, keep the main thing the main thing.
All right. Okay, that's a good advice.
I'm being real with it.
Yeah.
And like you were saying, real. Don't start doing nothing that you don't plan on doing. You know what I'm saying? So, be open-minded.
So let's get into it. How'd you guys get involved with the music industry?
Well, I've been involved with it for a while. Me and one of my best friends, Scony, we had Supergiant Entertainment. He was the CEO, I was the co-CEO, and we did music, but after a while, things kind of fell apart a little bit, with the artists, and we kind of fell back for a minute. And I wanted to continue, so I just continued,
Yeah.
and then I was introduced to Jay Prez, and he opened the doors for a lot of things that's going on for us right now.
What about you, Damien? How'd you get involved into the music industry?
Well, my path was a little bit different. My background was more from a corporate sense, so I was heavily more into the corporate world. I had a position as an executive relationship manager, where I did a lot of things in the human capital management world. But as you know, as it's my cousin, I've always been along the path and the journey. So we always talked at one point about making it make sense. We're doing everything full time with the music, entertainment, and everything else. So during the pandemic and just trying to really get things as far as being flexible. Most people think that being an entrepreneur and other things is about wealth, but a lot of times it's not about the wealth. It's about the freedom that comes along with having the finances to do what you want to do or need to do. So whether that be taking my daughter to school in the morning, attending a meeting, get to school, being able to be flexible during the day and go to the gym, but still having that work ethic in order to get things done and not necessarily making that money for anybody else but for ourselves.
Right.
So I know that was a long-winded version of how I got into entertainment, but just knowing from that corporate standpoint and how things were applicable and now being able to apply it over here and really turn it into a business in a business sense. So,
yeah,
that's how we come in. That's why and how I came into the music.
So, okay, so you say you were doing corporate before the music industry. Are you still doing something besides the music industry, or are you doing something else, other type of work?
We actually have our hands on a bunch of different things. We have a little ownership of a liquor called the Manhattan.
Okay. Here in Chicago?
It's based out of Reno, Nevada.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna be doing a lot of marketing and different things, marketing that. We doing comedy. We doing boxing.
Oh, okay.
We about to do a lot of things with boxing and with in the community and amateur boxing. We also doing something everything.
A little bit of everything, it looks like.
Yeah, we definitely, and for some people that may think or seem that it's all over, but there's definitely synergy that's created between the different businesses, or this boxing and music that's associated with boxing, the advertising and branding that go associated with the boxer and the sport, that goes back to the artist, which ties into the media. So a lot of the things that we're doing, for some, they've seen it all over, but there's a bigger vision, bigger vision with it. So our goal has really just been networking and building and growth and strategy. So it's kind of, it keeps us busy. And then outside of that, and the Manhattan, we also have our Big Homies Club, which is our non-for-profit. So we're out here definitely trying to give back and do things. We recently been watching the Club 51 with Amy and Barbie and a lot that they're doing. So we just reached out and we want to accept that challenge too.
Okay. So now when it comes to you say you guys have 17 artists right under you guys right now. Okay, so when it comes to identifying artistic talent, what criteria do you have for like potential artists? You know what I'm saying? When you look at somebody, you know what I'm saying, there's something you look at specifically, you know what I'm saying, that's off the jump?
Well, like I always say, it's a lot of artists out here all over. And and a lot of these artists are dope artists, but just being dope is not just good enough anymore because we just all talented people. You have to be able to be marketable. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to be branded.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So people got it's more to it than just you being able to sing and rap. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever it is you do, you have to be able to be a brand yourself, you know what I'm saying? You have to be able to be marketable because a lot of people, just because you got, you know what I'm saying, you might not be a marketable person that somebody that wants to, people want to be like, cause I mean, realistically, if you are a female, you want to be, all the females either want to be you or be around you or be like you or, you know what I'm saying, and vice versa with the guys, you know what I'm saying, if you that guy that everybody want to be or be in the room with, or be around, then that's how you know you it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, definitely on that. And off back your energy.
Right.
Like we really with all that extra, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, as the big homie always said, you campaign for things and you get elected. So we're very selective on who we're with and why. So again, it ain't just about you being able to rap. Again, there's a lot of people that can rap, or a lot of people that can sing, or they can dance, you know what I'm saying? What makes you different? And so we feel like with us it's a little bit different because we're on the ground floor, so we're actually out here. So we're not setting unrealistic boundaries or price points or things of that nature, you know, to get you to do your things. We just want to match your energy. You gotta want it more than we want it. You gotta be able to see a bigger picture in what we're trying to paint and how you contribute to make the team stronger and help push things further. So, you know, all of us are bringing resources to the table and things, and it's not always about money. You know, it's about the relationship and just doing what you say you're going to do in your work ethic. So those are some of the things I look out for.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it too is, you know, you like you said, you know, you can have all the talent you have, but if you're not hungry to really go for it, because it's not going to be a smooth sailing, you know what I'm saying? You got to be, you know, ready and eager to just go full throttle with it, you know?
And make sacrifices, because it's huge sacrifices, you know what I'm saying? He quit his corporate job, and, you know, I left what I was doing. So, you know, we had to give up our jobs, and I was on my job for 18 years in like 4 months.
Yeah.
So, you know, we gave up what we was doing and our livelihood for what we really believe. So we really believe in what we're doing. We really trust in the process. We trust in the process.
Yeah, I mean, it's never
if we don't trust it first, then we can't expect nobody else.
Right.
So we walk an example that we trust in the process.
That's a lifestyle. Like
it's a lifestyle.
We're flexible. Basically, we're flexible hours. We work whenever we work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're always working, and that makes sense. You know what I mean? So from anywhere and at any time. So it's just really about getting it because we got a vision, and as we're executing this vision, when we laid it out a couple of years ago, a lot of people didn't see it. A lot of people didn't believe it. You know, I feel like, and we kind of talked about this. We've already exceeded a lot of people that surround us expectations. So we're really in a state now where we're growing the brand. The artists are growing. They've continued to develop. The exposure is there, and it's starting to create a domino effect. So all the different things that we touch and, you know, become.
Do you guys get any Latino artists in Rap-A-Lot Midwest or Trust the Process?
Not right now, but we're looking to have.
Yes.
All
so
right.
we've done a couple shows and a couple names I won't say, but we are following each other and we've touched base. We did a show out in Lombard at the Brower House, and there was definitely some good talent on both of the deals that we did, and there's been some dialogue. But the beauty of Trust the Process is that we're comprised of everything, like everything, meaning multiple ethnicities, streets, not streets, corporate,
all
you
levels,
this gang, you that gang, because again, this is about a common vision and being able to work together. You never know, as he always say, a lot of us really want the same things. You know, you want to make it home at night, you want to provide for your family, you know, you want to feel safe. You want to see, you know, other things, but for us, we always add that last element that we want to see generational wealth. Most people don't say that, and so we're just trying to make sure that that's part of the vision, and that we all can look towards and saying, damn, we can really create generational wealth, and it's realistic. It's very realistic.
And we can do it without hurting each other. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Just working together. You know what I'm saying?
Showing love. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of people, you know, like me and Cuz, like people, you know, I always ask, what's your budget? You know what I'm saying? We tell people, you know, ain't none of your damn business.
Right.
What you need to tell us is what's your price for what you, you know, you charge for what your services is.
Exactly.
And if we can afford it, we'll get it. If not, then we can't. You know what I'm
Act like
saying?
you doing us a favor.
Yeah.
So you can't definitely ask me what's in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gonna base how you charge me. So, you know, we trying to change that, you know what I'm saying, aspect, show people that. You don't have to tell people that. Because sometimes people blurt out numbers just because they think that's what people want to hear. And people take advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people out here getting taken advantage of, and a lot of money getting spent. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, unnecessary things going on that we trying to cut out. You know what I'm saying? That we got up in the industry, you know, we, you know, sit in the room with Jay Prince. He giving us the game in the raw. He telling us how this go. And not only is he telling us, he's showing us, you know what I'm saying? So we out, we sitting in the room, we hanging out with Drake, we doing all this stuff, so we watching this stuff.
Right.
So we see how it goes, so we say, okay, we know what to do and what not to do. You know what I'm saying? We know, okay, we need to own this, we need to own that. You know what I'm saying? The artists need to own a certain amount of their percentage of their masters and they publishers and different things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's all about being independent because, you know, we doing the same things that we asking these big companies to do. We can do ourselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
In our way, you know what I'm saying?
in
Not
our
by,
way.
you know.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why we, you know, that's why it's trusting the process. It's yeah, you know, the process that we building. You know what I'm saying? If you trust it, you gonna win.
Yeah.
It's a bit unorthodox.
Yeah.
So a lot of people can't really grasp it, and they're like, "Well, you're doing this, and you're doing that, and why are you doing this?" And like again, you know, as I was just saying, there's a method, you know, to the madness. But you know, we're marching down that path. You know what I'm saying? So this is unorthodox, but you know, that's how
Yeah. So I know you talked to AK earlier about it. He told us, you know, we're trying to do kind of the same. You know what I'm saying? We're same mindset, some vision, you know, and then that's why, you know, we're trying to network, get together, and you know, put minds together and just network, you know. So you know, he mentioned about we got the AKM management group, and we got he's locked up with these two guys, Lil Mozzie and Big Head and stuff. So I'm gonna play a little bit, so just y'all can listen to it and see what with a little feedback, and let me know what you guys think. Okay? See this?
That's what's up.
This Big Head right here. He's in Hughes Unit in Texas. So let's check this out real quick. Remember, it's from a blue phone, so it's not no high quality.
I know you ain't pushing no pounds. You come where I live, you can get put in the ground, hitting your big bust down. I went to the store like I'm doing. Better get juice, up in the lippers on gold. That is a dose. All of my cut by the two. You can get put on the news. I trusted these niggas, that's my fault. Lesson was learned. I'm fucking off bodies and now they got burned. So many plots wrong, watch where I turn. You can get some, stiff like a firm. We do it, we done it, we live it, we love it, we thug it. All of my niggas get money. Then we drugging, we threatening, they gunning, they hunting. You can get hit and it's nothing. Promises, none of them broke it. I said it, I mean it. I don't do no joking. Crip niggas love me. I'm with the commotion. I swim with the shark. Straight out the ocean. I got the potion. I got the ticket. They see you get money. They help you go spend it. That ain't enough. Get these niggas they envy. Fuck by the hater. You really win it. Go on and think what happened to truth. You know we a snake, then don't be a fool. You are what you think. So what you do? You didn't get hated. I never before.
A little clip of Big Head right now and shit. That's who AK was talking about. Which you know Magic's gonna come home in a month, and we can't wait to put him in the studio. So I know you guys know. You know what I'm saying? A little feedback would be nice, and he would appreciate it.
He from Houston?
He's from Waco, Texas, but he's locked up in Hughes Unit, and that's close, maybe an hour from.
Every time I hear Waco, Texas, I think about them motherfuckers.
Straight country boy. That's what he says. He's country.
Remember that Coke? What's his name?
Waco, I don't know. That was way back in the day. I know what you're talking about.
Oh,
they killed all them people.
is it the Leatherface dude?
No.
Oh.
It was something like a Waco.
Oh.
It was
a Coke. He had damn, what was his name?
No deviate.
Right. That's all. So yeah, what you guys think? With a little feedback on Waco, on Waco, on Big Head, I know he'll appreciate it.
No, he definitely had a great flow to it.
Yeah. It's just all about, like I said, almost everybody is talented these days. So all of them that's rapping, they can really rap. You know what I'm saying? So he know how to put his wordplay together, all that. We got to see how he look. We got to see if he's marketable.
Yeah.
We got to see his swag. You know what I'm saying? Everything. So you know what I'm saying? So far as lyrically, he got it lyrically, but it's more to it than lyrically, just being lyrically inclined. You know what I'm saying? So we have to really check him out, check his demeanor. You know what I'm saying? Your swag, everything, your personality, tell who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
Yeah.
So speaking being on lock, you ever had done any time?
Me?
Mm-hmm. Well, both of you?
Yeah, no. I went in when I was 18 and I got out when I was 29.
Okay. So what was difficult coming home? Did you have that support at home too?
Yeah, I had support. My sisters and brothers. You know what I'm saying? My cousins, they was all on point. And then I had a few kids before I went in.
Okay.
And they was 11 years old.
Yeah.
12 when I got out. So it was crazy because it was coming from the 80s to 2000. It was
Whole
they
different,
had
just
internet.
different, right?
they didn't have tapes anymore. They had CDs.
Yeah.
Circle things. He's like, what's those circle things? Circle things. He's like, I'm like
that little shiny thing.
Call ID. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't able to see who can call you.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that kind of freaked me out. Then it freaked me out to see people walking around with cell phones.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell? So it was just.
It's a lot of culture shock, right? What's going on?
It took a lot for me to figure it back out.
Yeah.
I figured it out. You know, I kept my mouth closed and I just paid attention and listened and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what you gotta do
blend
sometimes.
it in,
Yeah.
you know. But most people that come out from doing a lot of time, they be, you know, most of them have their shit together. You know what I'm saying? They know what they want to do. They know whatever they do, they gotta be double good at what they do than everybody else. Just let people understand and know that, you know, they ain't fucking around. They're gonna take advantage of. You know what I'm saying? Because you've been used to being, you know, you've been put in a situation where, you know, the simple things have been taken away from you. You know what I'm saying? Like being able to answer a phone or being able to just walk and look in the refrigerator for shit. You know what I'm saying? Just, hey, I'm just looking at, you know what's in there. You don't want to just looking at. You know what I'm saying? So.
Or when you gotta get up, you know what I'm saying? Even when you gotta
get up when you want to go to sleep when you want to have a taste for something and saying, I'm gonna go get this, you know what I'm saying? Versus looking at TV, wondering what that tastes like, you know what I'm saying? Or, man, I remember what that tastes like, you know what I'm saying? So it's a whole different, you know, you get like control of your life again. So you appreciate things a little better. So when you go on the job, you're gonna work that job a little bit harder than, because you're gonna appreciate it more than the next person, because you was in jail working at a job for $15 a month, $20 a month. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I mean, but it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? If you're a porter, you get $15 a month. You know what I'm saying? You work in the kitchen, you get $30 a month.
Yeah, and some food.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you get $30 a month to work in the kitchen, getting up early in the morning, working 12-hour shifts and shit.
For a bunch of people.
You know what I'm saying? For $30 a month.
Yeah.
So you get out here, you're gonna appreciate everything.
Right. The little things. What about you, Damien? You done eat? Like, damn. What am I gonna do with all this money?
You know, so you just learn how to appreciate different things, you know, so.
What about you, Damien? You done anything?
No, I haven't. No, I've been blessed. You know?
Yeah.
I've had situations, but I actually turned out very blessed. So no.
That's good. That's good to hear. D, so you say you have 17 artists. Can you name your artists and where they're located, or is there too many?
No, it's not too many. And actually, we're not going to name them. We're going to look forward to an exclusive interview that we're going to do with you, highlighting all of them along with some things that we talked about. So more to come, but they are all over.
But they're all over California. Mississippi, Houston, Atlanta, Chicago, Indiana.
Okay. Pretty spread out.
Yeah, we're gonna do it
pretty
spread out. Yeah, it'll be pretty spread out.
So, do you guys have any events coming up?
You know, we're gonna be on the road a bit. You know, we're working on some marketing and some things for different cities. So we're in the process now of putting that together. We haven't designated exactly all the places we're gonna be, but a lot more coming. But we do have our album, which dropped at the end of August. TDP, the album, How We Coming, which features all of our artists. Okay. So it's definitely a diverse project that you can really take some time and listen to. Available on all platforms. We have some of the singles out. We have about 4 videos that we're about to start launching over the next 2 weeks, starting next week, to really get some content out. So follow us on Trust the Process YouTube and everything else. So that really gives you a pulse on what we're doing and where we're at.
So what do you guys find the most challenging about your roles in the music industry?
Sometimes with me, the most challenging is keeping artists focused. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of artists, you know, they'll get a little fame and they feel like they made it and they'll stop working as hard as they've been working, you know, and you know, you got to work as hard as we work. You got to continue to work hard, and even when you do make it, you still got to continue to keep working hard if you want to keep it. So,
even harder, you know.
You got to work even harder. So that's the challenges that comes with managing these artists and being, you know, a lot of them, and then, you know, they have people in their ear, you know, telling them stuff, you know, and these same people that be telling them stuff haven't made it their own, you know, their own self. So they just, you know, everybody just trying to, you know, so it's just keeping them focused. That's the challenge, keeping them focused. And, you know, trying to keep them to understand that staying independent, you own you. You know what I'm saying? Versus somebody else owning you, your you know, your work.
Yeah.
So that you work for, because at the end of the day, these major companies, they don't find the beats for you, they don't write the songs, they don't perform them, they're not going around getting them known, they're not doing none of this stuff. They're just putting it out, and at some point putting a little money behind you. So them putting a little money behind you give them the opportunity to own all of your stuff when you could just do it yourself. You know what I'm saying? And use relationships. Like Jay Prince said, relationships means it's more than money. You know what I'm saying? You can have, like, we have millions of dollars worth of relationship. You know what I'm saying? We don't have millions of dollars, but we have $1 million worth of relationship, which is gonna turn into millions of dollars eventually. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the goal, right?
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we not tripping, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's just a matter of time, you know what I'm saying? It just, you know, make everybody appreciate everything even more, you know what I'm saying? Because we really, like, really getting it out the mud, you know what I'm saying? We really doing it from scratch our own selves, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, we ain't got to worry about, you know what I'm saying, you know, and we be able to have our artists, like we said, we building generations of wealth, you know what I'm saying? So we trying to build multiple millionaires, you know what I'm saying? So we can, you know, help our communities and help, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because, you know, if economics go up, crime go down. You know what I'm saying? So we have to
less people in jails, you know?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because people, a lot of people do things because they put in situations that force.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, yeah, because, and that's what we're trying to do at AKM Publishing, because, you know, we're trying to eventually down the road, you know, when we have, you know, like you said, when the goal is millions of dollars, you know what I'm saying? So we want to help people get jobs, you know what I mean, through AKM Publishing. We're going to hire, you know what I'm saying, people who have felonies, you know, whoever, because a lot of these companies shut you down or whatever, so that we're trying to create jobs, you know what I'm saying, to keep somebody off the street, you know what I'm saying, that's what we're trying to do too, you know. So I think it's important for us to everybody just, you know, stick together as a community, because we can just do so much, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, a lot of times the challenges and the roadblocks people are related to finances. So, you know, even with conversations that we have sometimes, you ask somebody, you know, if your bills are paid and the money wasn't the obstacle, then what would you really be working on? What would you really be doing? Yeah. So as we continue to help build companies, and to the point of being able to help finance companies, or if people to finance people to obtain the skills that they need in order to establish their company, you know, ask yourself that question. Like, if somebody said they just at least cover all my bills and I just work toward a passion, what would that passion be? And you'll be surprised that some people's expenses are not even much. So it was a couple $1,000 here, and to free up their time for X number of months and times in order to kind of come up with a constructive project or process, or to better themselves. Things like that, you know, can change people's lives. So we look at it from all perspectives.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, financial, yeah, it's a big thing too, but also, you know, it's people that got no guidance, no real, you know, somebody really to look up to. So I think, you know, having coach and mentors that help somebody guide you into the right direction, you know, because maybe you've been misguided this whole time and you think that's what's right, but, you know what I'm saying, no, that somebody's going to sit, instead of, you know, we want to be set up where one of our brothers comes home, we don't want to just give him a package, here, bro, you good? No, we want to be able to give him a job and be like, hey, you know what I mean? Like, you know, we're good.
Them back into
society, yeah, so.
That's the process.
Yeah, that's that big piece that we were talking about when we said obtain that skill. Because a lot of times people know what they maybe want to do, or kind of, but don't have that direction or that path on how to go to it. So being able
the
to
support,
and that support, it was like, hey, are you really, you know, you like driving and you like doing this? Okay, maybe you get into trucking. Do you know that it takes 12 months or this amount of months to get the trucking degree, and it takes that amount? If we help you get that, are you going to actually go through the process? And then you go through the process to get to the point of a possible trucking. You know what I mean? So just giving that as a analogy or an example, but, you know, we look at it from that perspective. You know, everybody don't have the tools or the exact idea what they want to do, but some people just know they meant to do something, but you don't know what it is. And sometimes having that conversation with people that can help bring the best out of you, help you understand your niche and things like that, you know, it really can do.
So, where do you guys see where you're at right now? Like, where do you guys see yourself in 2 years from now?
Very rich.
We gotta zoom in on that bling bling over there. Go.
That's what I see.
Let's see that watch too. Like, watch me looking on point.
Very, very rich. That's how, you know what I'm saying. And that's what we trying to do. Like I said, we just trying to, you know, get our hands on everything. Yeah. Try to get us in control of some things. You know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. But we won't have to always look for other people to, you know what I'm saying, to do things for us. We can do things for ourselves. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We can get it ourselves. You know what I'm saying? All we got to do is stick together. You know what I'm saying? And bridge the gap. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not 6 degrees of separation anymore. It's like 1 degree or a half a degree. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because you that close to whoever it is in this world. You 1 to 2 degrees away from, I don't care how rich you is or whatever. You 1 to 2. If you really dig into your resources, you 1 or 2 degrees away from everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody that knows.
You know, you got social media now. Oh no, we 1 degree. We know degrees away. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because I can text you. Do this right here.
Right.
You know
video call.
So you know. So I mean, and sometimes it be certain things. Because even with the messages, you know, I get a lot of messages, and I'm bad at social media.
Yeah.
But I sometimes click on it. And it'll be one that catch my attention, and I just click on it, and then I just start a conversation with them, and they be done text me probably like a week or a month or however long ago, and I just pick it and just start texting them, and then build a relationship with whoever it is, you know what I'm saying? So it just be random, so you never know,
right?
You know what I'm saying? It's who, you know, you might say the magic word that clicked in my mind and say, let me just see what this person know, you know what I'm saying? Because they click something in my mind. Yeah. You know?
It's funny to say that because I want to say yesterday, I got a link for, my cousin sent me something from Project Pat Post or something. And he said, DM me. So I DM him. He hits me up, right? He said, oh yeah, text me at this number. So I texted him, like you said, we just got into a conversation about doing an interview and stuff like that, you know. So it's stuff like that you know what I'm saying, like probably the same thing, probably caught his eye, something caught his eye, and that's how we started building from that, you know. So I get what you're saying.
Because they be regular people, you know what I'm saying? They be regular people, and like I said, we be kicking it with people. They be regular people. They be more intrigued to kick it with us and know who we are than we want to know who they are, you know. So you know what I'm saying? And they more known than, you know, NBA players and different shit. We just be kicking it with them, and they be trying to figure out what we doing and how, you know, how they fuck with us, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, so I ain't gonna lie, it be funny, but it's crazy, man. You know, just being yourself, being real, being authentic. You know what I'm saying? People's spirits. You know what I'm saying? It's all about your spirit. Yeah. You know, my spirit gonna tell me right away if your spirit not right.
If you get a vibe,
my spirit not gonna like you.
Right.
It's not gonna like your spirit. My spirit don't like your spirit. Right. We can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's just the bottom line. And I can't hide it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I can't hide it. My spirit gonna be like
wait a minute. Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't have it. You know what I'm saying? So
I be talking and still being cool, and he be over there like,
anyways,
they don't even like me. This is like,
man, we done been in LA. I'm top executive. Like, man, E, why you don't mess with me, man? I'm like, man, you alright? I just be looking at them, man. I'm standing off. They come up trying to talk to me. Man, I don't even really talk to him, man, because I don't really care for you like that, homie. Because my spirit and your spirit, you know. Yeah. Your spirit is weak, man. It's something about him that he just...
got a weird vibe, right? You get the vibe.
I can't do nothing with you. You know what I'm saying? So move around.
Do you guys have a quote or a saying you guys live by?
Break bread or fake dead.
Okay.
No, we just joking. But But no, this is a figure of speech, meaning that we're going to be working together. We're going to be doing things as we talk about pooling our resources, like breaking bread, and then from a faking the aspect is that if you're not in this circle, you know. I'm not saying we have tunnel vision, but for those that, you know, put that energy out, work with us, helping us, reciprocating that love, and everybody else will see you at the top or see you at every level that we, you know, meet you, pass you, touch base with you at. But, you know, yeah, that's all the thing. We joke and say, break bread, fake it.
And then you don't, with us, if you don't believe now, you're going to believe later. You know what I'm saying? So we don't just because you didn't believe now, we're not going to later say, you know, tell you to get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? We be like, we told your ass, but come on. You know what I'm saying? You tell your ass.
Didn't I tell you? Right? Didn't I tell you?
We definitely gonna let it be known. We told your ass, but you know, we still gonna embrace you. You know what I mean? We ain't shining nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't care. Even artists, you know what I'm saying? If you know, a lot of people like, would you have a gay artist? Hell yeah, I have a gay artist. If he or she they good and they good at what they do and they hell yeah, I'm gonna support. We got a gay artist.
Right.
We already got one. But I'm just saying, hell, we don't care.
Right.
It could be a gay guy. A lot of people be prejudiced like, oh man, I have no gay guy.
Right.
Man, I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? If he, you know what I'm saying, it's about his spirit, who he is.
He's with it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If he right, and he on his business, hey man, we got your back. We gonna push you. We gonna do the whole nine, y'all. We don't give a damn.
Yeah, it's love right there.
You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, everybody stay in their own lane.
He's like,
everybody stay in their own lane. You know what I'm saying? So, man, what? Yeah,
like I stick to my flavor, you stick to yours.
Yeah, that's right. Stay in your lane. We're gonna stay in our lane, but we're gonna support you to the max.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's funny because when we talk about the 2-year thing, like he said, aside from being that we're gonna be very rich, but it's also gonna be really like a diverse, you know, company and melting pot. You know, we're gonna be a lot more structured, larger facilities, artists gonna be in it, really you know, posting the industry, and it's gonna be full brand awareness there. So it's gonna be on. You know, I joke and I said it in a meeting one time. It was like, I'm gonna tell y'all something and share something that's very important. That's gonna take some deep thought. But no one from Coke ever killed anybody from Pepsi.
So
no one from Xbox ever got anybody, you know what I'm saying, from PlayStation. You want to opt because you play Nintendo.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, you know, I know that's high level and joking, but really meaning that you can be different things at different ages.
Like somebody from Nike killed somebody from Reebok.
Right, yeah, Nike, you know, Nike because you wearing Reebok and Nike, you can't wear Nike, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
you gotta stop with that
all the
shit.
time, and you gotta diversify, you know, and even in situations that I hear from a lot of them, you know, people that went to prison and things of that nature, you meet people there, that people that you would never had the opportunity to have that conversation with because you were in a different neighborhood, and if you was going on out west on 63rd and I was going here then or 40, you know what I mean? That you would never have the opportunity, but then when you remove those barriers sometimes, you were like, this motherfucker actually cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you can rock with them. And even though we this and you that and they this and they that, our vision the same. And you got my back and I got your back and now you done build unity. And you know it happens
all
there.
The races and everything, man. Like it's a lot of Latin folks. You know, these my guys. You know what I'm saying? We been it together from we was shorties on up, and right now we all still be in tune with each other. You know what I'm saying? It's like I would have never knew them no other way. You know what I mean? So you know, it's definitely it's definitely an experience.
It's definitely an experience. And things happen for a reason. How all of us all of us met. We met each other, standing next to each other at the club and talking about the magazine. Yeah. And then we're supposed to do an interview and reschedule the interview for the basketball game. Oh yeah. And then you met.
And I met her there. And now she's here. We got to listen here.
The interview, and now all of us are together. There's some things and some synergy there for some of the things that we're doing. So just like situations like that are happenstance, can now create a situation that we can have relationships that can be beneficial for all of our own lanes, but then still run some of these things parallel. So that's trust in the process.
So, do you guys want to send any? We're gonna wrap this interview up, but do you guys want to say any shout outs, any love out there to anybody?
I do. I mean, I want to say we had a chance to holler at AK earlier, so you know, free your AK. Yeah, free AK. Free Larry Hoover, political prisoner. Free Hoover. Show you, you know, free Larry Hoover. There's been definitely a big movement with that. that's going on and that we're part of as well to definitely feel that move. So yeah, you know, I want to say shout out to everybody that's out there, all the fans for Trust the Process, Rap A Lot Midwest, the Rap A Lot family as a whole, my guys, y'all know what it is. You know, we coming, you know, and we here. Holla at us. We want to work with who's working.
Yeah.
We ain't with all that other stuff. When you want to work, we want to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to everybody that he said. Shout out to Jay Prez. You know what I'm saying, my man Jay for blessing us. You know, not just with the label, but blessing us and helping us to try to free Larry Hoover. You know what I'm saying. Shout out to Kanye for trying to step up to help. You know what I'm saying, Drake. You know what I'm saying. So, shout out to them. Shout out to my man Dave Mays.
We coming. Break Beat Media.
Break Beat Media. He coming out now with his own, you know what I'm saying, media. And shout out to him. You know, he a real good friend of ours, and we supporting him and trying to help him. You know, it's gonna be real huge. You know, if y'all don't know who he is, he the person that created the Source magazine from his Harvard dorm room, and he ended up creating the first hip hop awards, which is the Source Awards. So we want to give a shout out to him. We all on the same team. So shout out to everybody. Shout out to my wife, my kids. You know what I'm saying?
Layla DJ. But we want to give a shout out to y'all too. Like again, the conversation that we've been having, and just even getting to this point, we definitely see some things that we can, to build, work towards in the future. So we're looking forward to expanding this relationship.
Yeah, likewise too. And AK and I, appreciate it, and thank you for taking the time to do this interview. Like I said, we're looking forward also to build on this relationship, and so we'll stay tuned because we still got to interview all your artists. So that's a lot of artists we're gonna be interviewing. So we're gonna do this.
Break out. We got the whole setup. We're gonna do it. We coming live from downtown, overlooking the city.
There you go. So everybody stay tuned to that. Make sure, can you guys shout out your social media platforms so people can follow and subscribe?
Yeah, IG, Trust the Process, DA, Trust DA Process _Prez. And our overall page is trusttheprocess.rapalot Midwest. There's links on our bios that take you to all of our artists, all the events and everything that we're doing. And subscribe to our YouTube, Trust the Process.
Trust the Process. Trust DA Process _Easy Eric, and same stuff he said.
All right, well everybody make sure you all go ahead and follow. Stay tuned for any updates coming up. So we out.
TDP.